How's it going, everyone? Recently, there's news coming out that says the government would be increasing the minimum wage to $21.20 from April. Now, personally, I don't actually think that is the best idea, and here is why. Let's say that you run a business and suddenly you have to pay your employees more for doing the exact same amount of work, now, which is what is most likely going to happen when you increase the minimum wage. As a business owner, you would most likely increase the cost of your goods and services and charge the customers more to make up for having to pay your employees more. Depending on your business, employee wages may make up a significant amount of your total expenses. Many of the businesses that pay minimum wage are small businesses in the area of hospitality, retail, and maybe also administration. So it says that hospitality has around 30% of its workforce on minimum wage, while retail had about 18%, and administrative services had around 15% of their workers on minimum wage. Some people are saying that if your business cannot afford to pay your employees at a higher minimum wage, your business should not survive. And I believe there's something wrong with this line of thinking. The fact is that many small businesses simply wouldn't survive with the increased cost of materials due to inflation and all the supply chain issues. Now, a lot of businesses are already running on a fairly small margin, and the business owner may simply decide that, hey, this is getting a little bit too hard with the increased wages, the increased interest rate for loans, and all the other costs. This is just not worth my time and effort. What I find particularly interesting is the comment section of the news article. Now, here's a commentator saying that I don't really care about businesses moaning. They aren't the people living in cars or garages trying to pay exorbitant rents that those same business owners are probably imposing as landlords. But the fact is that you should care about small businesses because small businesses make up the backbone of the economy. Small businesses are one of the primary job creators in a country, so you simply cannot dismiss their importance. The second part of this comment is also interesting, where it talks about unemployment rate, and it's saying that the unemployment rate is at 3.2% currently, which is one of the lowest that we ever had. Now, actually, I do believe that. However, in the US, they have found out that when a higher minimum wage were implemented, it didn't really affect the unemployment rate, but the employers tend to slash the hours of the workers or make the contracts non-guaranteed as a roundabout way to deal with the increasing costs. This means that while unemployment rate may not be significantly affected, the total number of working hours are actually reduced for the workers themselves. So am I saying that people don't deserve to get a proper living wage? No, of course not. That is absolutely not what I mean. In Australia, for example, lower income earners that earn under $18,000 a year have no income tax. And they have a tax of 90% for earners from 18,000 up to 45,000. Now, I don't see why the government can't do the same here. Now, why is the government not reducing the tax rate for lower income earners if the goal was to give these lower income earners more purchasing power? Why isn't the government taking a pay cut during these difficult times, but instead pushing the responsibility onto businesses to either have a smaller margin or forced to increase their prices? We all know that the big businesses won't be the main ones being affected by the increase in minimum wage since they can easily absorb the cost. It feels like what the government is doing is letting businesses be the bad guys because they could easily say, whoa, we increased the minimum wage already. And it's the business's fault, though they are increasing prices. The fact is that government policies tend to be more reactionary. They can never increase minimum wages as fast as businesses can increase their prices. So they will always be one step behind. To leave the fault with the businesses seems like quite an irresponsible thing to do for the government. But that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time.